Remember the buzz around the ROG Xbox Ally, marketed as the perfect handheld for casual gamers? Well, what if I told you its price tag is anything but casual, and there's a fascinating blame game unfolding right at the heart of its creation? When Asus unveiled the new ROG Xbox Ally, it quickly positioned the device as an accessible entry point into handheld gaming, even suggesting it was ideal for those who just wanted to dip their toes in. But then came the price reveal, a cool $600 for the base model, and if you wanted the upgraded specs and a better processor, you were looking at a whopping $1,000 for the Xbox Ally X. This immediately raised eyebrows, especially considering that casual label. We are talking about console-level pricing here, but for something that felt like it should be an impulse buy, or at least a significant step down from a full gaming rig. Of course, sticker shock quickly set in for many potential buyers. And that's when Microsoft stepped in, or rather, Xbox President Sarah Bond stepped in. Speaking with Variety, she essentially pointed the finger at Asus, stating quite clearly that the pricing was entirely up to them. Bond explained that because the Ally is Asus's hardware, they made all the decisions regarding market insight, feature sets, and ultimately, the final prices. Now, on the surface, that sounds like a clear division of labor. But honestly, if you have followed the development of this device, you know how closely Microsoft and Asus collaborated on this project. They have repeatedly told us as much. It stretches credulity to believe that Microsoft had absolutely no input or leverage on such a critical factor as the final retail price, especially for a product carrying the Xbox name. To really put these prices into perspective, consider the current console landscape. The base ROG Xbox Ally is 50% more expensive than the entry-level Xbox Series S. The $1,000 Ally X? That's $400 more than even the cheapest Xbox Series X. Microsoft often pushes the narrative that this is an Xbox, yet its pricing strategy for this portable version feels completely out of line with what we expect from an Xbox console. Traditionally, gaming consoles are sold as loss leaders. Manufacturers often take a hit on the hardware, expecting to make up the difference on game sales and subscriptions. If Microsoft truly considers the Ally an Xbox, a device meant to get more people into their ecosystem, then why aren't they pushing harder to make it more affordable? Especially when we just saw them hike the prices of Xbox Game Pass. Now, we should also be fair. Other devices with similar Ryzen hardware do fall into similar price ranges. Take the Lenovo Legion Go S, for example. Its base model, also featuring a Ryzen Z2 chip, starts around $650, or up to $760 if you opt for the Windows 11 version instead of SteamOS. And Lenovo's even more premium Legion Go 2? That one ranges from $1,100 to $1,350, though it does offer more mechanical complexity and an OLED screen. Buyers weren't exactly thrilled with those prices either, and Lenovo's explanations didn't seem to soothe everyone. But all of this brings us back to the ever-present shadow of the Steam Deck. At a much more palatable $400, the Steam Deck continues to look incredibly appealing. It is also arguably easier to load up with games, even with the Xbox Ally's shiny new interface. As the holiday shopping season approaches and gamers weigh their options, the real question becomes, does the Xbox brand on a handheld justify a premium price, or will value ultimately win the day? What do you think? Is Microsoft just deflecting, or is Asus genuinely calling all the shots on pricing? Let us know your thoughts on our social channels, and remember to subscribe for more tech insights like this.